Hi guys, JT here, and today I'll be bringing you some information on the Humble Bundle 2K Megahits Bundle of September 2022. To help you answer the question, should you buy it? Because this bundle is so big, I will talk about the 5 games that make this bundle worth it. If you want to know more about game deals, then feel free to like this video and subscribe to my channel. It really helps the channel out. So let's get into this. At number 1, we have Borderlands 3, a story-based first-person looter shooter. The story centers around 4 Vault Hunters arriving on Pandora to assist the Crimson Raiders who have been pushed back by the Children of the Vault, led by the evil Calypso twins Tyreen and Troy. Tyreen and Troy have a bit of a god complex, and they're out to look for vault monsters, powerful beings that dwell in vaults, to absorb their powers and become true gods. The Crimson Raiders play a game of cat and mouse, hunting down the Calypso twins across the galaxy to stop them from finding and opening the Great Vault, which houses the most powerful vault monster in the galaxy. At least that's how I remember it. Borderlands 3 will bring you across the galaxy, visiting several different planets filled with psychos, cult members, monsters, and plenty of side quests, and of course, plenty of loot. These planets are very different from one another, with Pandora being a desert wasteland, to Promethea, which is a technologically advanced planet, through to Eden 6, a planet filled with forests and dinosaurs. Over the course of your time, you will collect a bazillion different guns, each with their own looks and stats, and it is really addictive to kill certain bosses over and over again just to get the best loot. The Vault Hunters you control each have their own set of abilities, with 4 skill trees each that play very differently from each other. You essentially have 12 characters to play with. So if you want to experience all 12 skill trees, you'll be playing this game a while. The gunplay in Borderlands 3 is a marked improvement from previous entries, with its faster paced shooting, with more psychos to shoot and kill, and with more blood and gore. It also helps that the visuals saw a significant upgrade since the last entry into the series, the pre-sequel. You will like this game if you are into collecting a ton of loot and completing quests, with a flurry of colorful characters that you will come to love and hate. Especially the Super Deluxe Edition, giving you access to more story campaigns, more planets to visit, more characters to meet, more missions, and of course, more unique loot that are specialized to each DLC. At number 2, we have XCOM Ultimate Collection, a collection of the modern XCOM games. The XCOM games are tactical strategy games where you control the band of humans or aliens and humans to defeat the opposing team of usually enemy aliens. Depending on which game you play, it starts out as you needing to fight an alien invasion off, then it moves on to you being part of the resistance fighting off the aliens who have at this point taken over Earth. And finally, humans and aliens have come to coexist and now must clean up forces left over by the overlords who have fled the planet. That's pretty much the story across 3 games in this collection. The XCOM series plays like a tactical strategy game where your units move around in the grid, which forms the battle arena. You can hide behind cover and shoot at enemies and use special tactical abilities to gain the upper hand. Your attacks are based on percentage of success, and this can be frustrating when your shots say that you could have an 85% chance of hitting the enemy only to miss and lose your soldier. In XCOM 1 and 2, when you lose a soldier, you lose them permanently, while in Chimera Squad, because your team is made of predetermined storyline characters, you don't have permadeath. You can even upgrade your team members, making them stronger and unlock more abilities on the battlefield, but this also means risking your high-level characters permanently dying on the battlefield. Another part of these games is the base building. You can build facilities in your base to facilitate your fight against the aliens. This ranges from research facilities to upgrade your weapons to recreation areas for your soldiers to rest and heal. If you like tactical strategy games, shooting at aliens through a narrative story, then XCOM Ultimate Collection is an awesome collection to add into your library, especially since all 3 games and their DLCs are included. And number 3, we have Sid Meier's Civilization 6, a game that allows you to grow from a nomadic tribe into a global superpower. Civilization 6 is jam-packed with systems to grow your empire from trade to religion to archaeology, among others. Because of all these different systems, you gain many chances to build your nation in different ways, taking advantage of opportunities on its randomly generated maps in pursuit of the different victory types. However, this also means that there's plenty for you to learn, and you'll most likely be spending a lot of time playing and learning at the same time. Civilization 6 is a deep city building system. Building a structure on certain tiles may grant you extra bonuses, so the building of each structure takes some careful planning. In addition, you have to decide what you would like to build. Will you build a district or a wonder, or use that tile to produce much needed food and material resources? Furthermore, each leader has his or her own agenda that guide their AI behavior. You can see why they are happy or angry with you and what you can do to turn that around. Let Cleopatra only like other nations with a strong army, or Philip II liking civilizations who adopt the same religion as him, but despises it when other civilizations try to spread their religion into his territories, giving each leader their own personalities. Each leader has access to secondary agendas, which are randomized every new playthrough, keeping the game somewhat fresh. The government system also allows you to assign policies with bonuses to suit how you like to play the game. There are tech trees to develop which will unlock new policies for you to play with. Civilization 6 is a game with many moving parts. The maps are randomly generated, which may change up your strategy every game. So if you like games that will have you deal with the politics of the world while trying to grow your own civilization, then Civilization 6 is the game for you. And number 4, we have BioShock, the Collection. The collection of all 3 BioShock games into one package including all DLCs. BioShock is a first-person shooter game with some very deep narrative stories filled with twists and turns. Each game in the series offers different stories across the same universe. You may be expecting the story to go a certain way, only to be continuously surprised by how wrong you were, which keeps the games interesting throughout your adventure. Furthermore, each BioShock offers very well-crafted worlds with characters that you'll come to love and hate, and environments that will put you in awe. BioShock 1 and 2 puts you in Rapture, a city that was built underwater, while BioShock Infinite puts you in Columbia, a city that floats in the skies. You won't be playing the same character in each game, so the story doesn't become stale. In BioShock 1, you play as Jack, a survivor of a plane crash who must seek refuge in the underwater city of Rapture to escape certain death. However, now he has to find a way to escape Rapture instead in order to escape another kind of certain death. While BioShock 2 puts you in the shoes of a Big Daddy, called Delta, being sent into the Rapture to reunite with his little sister. Big Daddies are bosses in BioShock 1, so being able to play them in BioShock 2 brings new gameplay mechanics like being able to adopt a little sister. What are Big Daddies and Little Sisters? Well, that is part of the mystery of BioShock. You have to play it to find out. In BioShock Infinite, you play as Brooker DeWitt, and you are sent to Columbia to retrieve a girl named Elizabeth to settle your debt. Obviously, with each game, the plan doesn't go really well, and you have to fight to survive while discovering secrets of the world that you've just been thrown into. Each BioShock offers a multitude of guns to play with and upgrade. These upgrades can be quite interesting, like having your assault rifle light enemies on fire as an example. In addition to your guns, you have access to plasmids or vigors, which are special mutant abilities that make you feel like a member of the X-Men. Some of these abilities include telekinesis, throwing flames and lightning out of your hand, or even summoning crows to aid you. In BioShock Infinite, Elizabeth could open tears, which are essentially a realm to another world to aid you in a battle, like providing you extra cover. The BioShock series is an awesome series to get into if you like some narrative first-person action. It offers some intense and tight gunplay, interesting stories, and some really great twists. And number 5, we have Mafia, Definitive Edition, the remake of the 2002 game. It is 1930, and you play as an impoverished taxi driver named Tommy, who gets forced by 2 members of the Salieri crime family to escape an ambush by the rival Morello family. Tommy didn't ask for this, so he wanted out when he was given the opportunity to join the Salieri family. However, after being attacked by 2 Morello gangsters who trashed his taxi as an act of revenge, he begins to assist the Salieri family in Lost Heaven, which is pretty much 1930s Chicago. Mafia is a linear story-driven action game with an open world. It offers a good story about warring Mafia families and how an honest taxi driver could be driven to kill for the Mafia. The Definitive Edition introduces gorgeous new graphics, new dialogue that is more appropriate for the 1930s, and all new stellar voice actors. Oh yes, and you can ride a motorcycle now. However, this edition doesn't introduce any new missions to actually take you to all parts of the map, as even though this is an open world game, the mission structure is very linear and does not take you everywhere on the map. If you actually have the time to explore and take in your surroundings, you'll find the world of Lost Heaven to be absolutely gorgeous. An interesting thing about this game is that you can tweak the in-game settings to make the world and controls more realistic. As an example, you can tweak the games so you get speeding tickets if you drive too fast, or reloading an unfinished clip will also remove the unused bullets from your inventory. It even comes down to how vehicles control. With all of its highs, the low is in the gunplay itself. Nothing new or innovative is introduced with the gunplay of Mafia, but it is on par with other narrative third-person shooter games. It's good, but it's just not something we've not already seen in other games. However, there are certainly more ups than downs in this game, and if you want to feel how it's like to be a member of the Mafia, murdering people for the good of the family, then Mafia Definitive Edition is definitely a game to play. This bundle is great and well worth it for those 5 games alone. In fact, you get 9 games from those 5 games and the rest are a bonus. The only problem I see with this bundle is that you may already own most of it, either through other bundles on Humble Bundle or free games via Epic. Anyway, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.